Hello everybody. Angie here. I'm coming on with my weekly collage make hashtag 1 to 6 picks challenge glue book edition that I created here on YouTube, where each week I'm rolling a single die. Whatever number that lands on, I am selecting that number of random prompts, and we're just doing a quick, easy, fun, creative glue book collage with it. No stress, no drama, just being creative, having some fun, working with elements maybe you may not normally work with, and creating something pleasing to your eye and something that you can maybe use in a junk journal, art journal, just have a book, whatever you want to do with it. And yeah, just be creative. All right, so let's get into this. This week I rolled a 5, and the prompts that were selected are something typed, furry, envelope, tape, and the word forward. So let's see what we can do with that, okay? How is everybody? I hope everybody is in good spirits and doing well. I'm hanging in there. It's been a rough week for me, but yeah, I'm here. I'm with you guys. I'm having a good time, and that's what counts at the moment. I apologize about the shadow. I see some shadowing going on, but we're going to do our best with that. I've got a lot of outdoor lighting, but I don't know where that's coming from. We got a little bit of an overcast today, so I guess that's part of it. All right, so let's get into this. I've got a whole bunch of elements here and some tape. I'm going to use washi tape, so let me go ahead and open that. And yeah, let's get started. I'm working out of just a handmade book that I made. I'm using just a copyweight paper, yellow, just binded a little book here, and it's about, what, 7.5 by 5.5, something like that. And I'm just doing my spreads on those. Okay, so I can just keep them all together. All right, I grabbed just a little bit of everything here. Let's just start playing. Grabbed a couple smaller, bigger pieces for like backgrounds, and see what we can do. I kind of tried to pull things that would kind of play together nicely, and as I always say, and kind of just see what we can do. Kind of like that, and that fits just about within there, so let's start there. And yeah, just don't think too much about it. Just grab your pieces. Now, how you interpret the prompts, completely up to you, you know. I mean, it could be scent, the scent of a dog or a flower, or, you know, whatever you want to do. Let's see, I think I like that for starters. So let me find my glue. Hopefully, oh, I didn't put the lid on it. Doggone it. May not work for me. Let me grab a pin and see if I can get it started here real quick, guys. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that works. Okay. So I just started, I did this challenge last year, and I was doing actual makes with it for junk journals. And I thought, you know what, let's change it up a little bit. I like the concept of the 1 to 6, the random prompts and so forth. But let's change it up and do like a collage glue book edition with it. And this is so much fun as well. It is open to everyone that wants to join. So if it's something that interests you, please feel free to join in at any time. Pick up right now. You can go back to my videos, start with video 1 and the prompts within that first video. Whatever you want to do, just do one here and there. I'd love to have you join in. I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's keeping the creative juices flowing. I'm definitely working with a whole bunch of bits and pieces. I had to do, you know, some harvesting of some magazine pages, but other than that, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So feel free to join in if you'd like. I'd love to have you. Let me know. I would be more than willing to show my support on your videos, put you in my description box so you can be easily found, and please use the hashtag 1 to 6 picks challenge. Okay, so I like that, and I kind of like just having the variety of background papers, so I think I'm going to do that. Let's cut this straight though, so then maybe I can use it other piece for something else. These are magazine pages that I got from a paint book, and it just shows you the different colors and techniques that you can use on your walls, and I loved it. I cut out as many of them as I could, and I had a variety of colors. Really nice. Works for background pages and stuff like this. Okay. Take away that little bit of that white edge there. Okay. Like the layering. Okay, let's do that. And I think I like the rough edges a little bit too. So I think on this one I'm going to give it a little soft tear on the edges. And since I got my ink here, put a little ink on it. Yeah, it looks nice. Start to a nice background there. I even folded this. I still didn't cut this very straight. Let's straighten that up just a bit. Okay, and down we go. So you're not limited to the prompts that are chosen. It's just a start to get you started, okay? Just some, just some random prompts. But if you need to include or choose or want to include any additional prompts into your make, feel free to do so. That's just a guide to kind of get the juices flowing, and like I said, work with elements that you may not normally put together. And that's where the challenge comes in, just forage for those pieces and create something pretty. And that's pretty already. I love those colors together. Isn't that nice? Okay, so now we got a background. And I just noticed, it didn't even dawn on me, but I have another item for that. It said typed. This receipt has been typed right there. Can you guys see that? So that's one of my prompts right there, but I have something else for that as well. At least I have one already. Okay, so we've already used these, so let me put those aside. Then I have, for forward, now that was a little challenging. I chose, the only thing I can find is a football. You have to throw a football forward, right? Get it in motion. So I grabbed that, and then I grabbed these couple images of these kids playing soccer, and they're kicking the ball forward. So I thought maybe I'd use those. Isn't that cute? And the image was that's the way the image was, so I had to go with that. So maybe we could, I could have tucked that behind there. Doggone it. Or maybe this one here. I wonder if I could. I always do that. I glue things down and then I wish I hadn't, because I do like to tuck things underneath. I like to, have that different texture and layer, but that is not going to come up at all. Thought maybe I could. Nope, it is not going to budge. Okay, that's okay. We'll just keep it moving. So maybe that one there. I don't have to use them both either. Let's see, but I kind of like the two of them together. So kind of like she's looking up toward him, like she's going in that direction. Maybe we can do that there. And this is what I got for typed. like I said, it's been a little bit of a hard week for me this week, and I was having a conversation with a friend, and this quote or phrase or saying came up, and it really kind of stuck with me this week. So I thought I'd type it up and use it in my make today. And it reads, and I just typed it up on my little typecast, We Are Memory Keepers typecast, old-fashioned typewriter. And it says, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. And also the word forward is in that as well. So yeah, I just thought it was kind of meant to be. And I just typed it up on a piece of white sticker paper. But I think we definitely need to grunge that up a little bit and add some color to that. So where's my scissors? Let's do that so I know how much space I'm working with, and I don't need all that white, so we'll just cut that off. And as a matter of fact, I just had a thought. Let's just, on the concept of keep moving things forward, and you know, can't say stagnant in one space, and you know, let's just make this into an arrow. I like that. Let's keep moving forward, right? All right, so that's kind of big, so that's a little bit larger. Okay, so let me grab my ink here. Just ink that up a little bit. I have a tissue here I'm going to use underneath. Kind of put some color on that. All right. Now that kind of blends a little bit too much in the background there, I think. Just setting that there. So I'm going to have to do something with that. Let's see. All right, so maybe that there, that there, that there. Then one of the prompts is furry. And look at this cute little hand-drawn piece of artwork of a teddy bear. That's adorable. We got to get him in there. Let's see. So I like the over-under kind of thing. I think it adds texture and balance to a collage. Also for furry, I had this adorable little dog and this cute, cute little kitten. Oh my goodness, sitting in a basket. Isn't that little one adorable? All right, what else do I have here? Oh, and also for forward, I have time. Time continues to move forward, right? So I like that as well, that idea. Let's see, what can we do here? Oh, and for forward, I also have this little image of this fox ice skating. He's going in a forward direction. I like him. Let's put him in there. That blue kind of pops. Isn't that cute? Okay, so we got forward in several different places. So we got to get my saying in there as well. I like this little fox though. I like that blue. It kind of breaks up those other colors, don't you think? Putting it in between. I think I like that. Okay. That helps. All right. Maybe something like that. We could throw the football in there. Oh, we need envelope. I'm missing envelope. Okay. So we still got to get an envelope in there. Let's see. I'm going to use this, I think, if it'll be the right size. Maybe we can. It's not going to fit. Let's see. I think I like this kitten the best. I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. Okay. All right, let's start putting some of these down before I change my mind. Okay, we'll put him right about there. All the way over to the edge there. Okay, do that there. Let's see. Mainframe. Okay, and then I do like that blue in between that green. It kind of breaks that up. So I think I'll do that. Move that over a little bit. And then for this, let me grab the black. I want that to stand out a little bit more. I grabbed my black set distress ink, and I think I'm going to go around that with the black. So I want it to stand out a little bit better. Oops. And it's a sticker paper. So let's do that. Okay. All right, that'll work. Okay, now envelope, right? Okay, let's see. I just had an idea of using this. We're gonna make a little makeshift envelope here real quick. If you've made them like this, real quick and easy, you just find the middle, bring your two ends in to a point to make your envelope flap. It's just a quick way to make an envelope when you need one in a hurry, in a pinch. Okay, then you fold that down. And you can make them pretty much any size you want when you do them this way too. And up. And you've got yourself a real quick and easy envelope, just like that. Okay, so let's tape that down. Or glue that down, should I say. Glue the envelope closed. Oh, you know what? We got to use tape. So rather than glue this, how about if I tape it? What color? Let's use some red to make it pop from their shirts here. And we don't need that big piece, so we'll cut this in half. Use one on each side. There we go, quick, easy envelope. And I'm going to tuck this cutie patootie right inside, just like that. Then we got to put her down. I'm already giving her a sex. It's a female cat. It's a little girl. She's just so cute. Oh, but then I'm covering up her face. That's okay. I'm going to cover the girl's face because we've got the little boy over here. I don't mind. And we can still see the ball being kicked, being forward, in forward motion. And that's the prompt anyway, so we're going to put this kind of catty corner like that. How cute is that? And we could cut it down to fit, so I can actually close the envelope if I wanted to, but I think I want him peeking out like that. Her, him, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see. And I kind of like the idea of time, the prompt of time for forward as well. I think I'm going to cut this out because it makes it a little bit smaller if I do so, since my page is pretty full already, but I want to use it. And that's another scenario of, you know, how you interpret the prompts, you know, forward. I mean, there's different ways you can go with that. Okay. Maybe we can just put that right there. Or put it down at the bottom. All right. Can we still get the football in there? Since we covered the girl up, we could just cover her up completely. I mean, we have him over here. You can use the football or the dog. The dog is a lot cuter. I say let's go for it. Okay, let's put it. Oh, I just tore him. I just broke his leg. Oh my goodness. Let's put it back on. I'm so sorry, little guy. There we go. That is really cute. I think I got some fun images. That just is really cute. Trim that off. And the football. We could put it right there because that girl in the background is not necessary. Let's go for it. All right, and I do want to add some more tape, I think. Maybe tear it. Put a little ink on it. See, I kind of like this one. Little piece right there. And a little piece right down here at the bottom. Okay, let's see if I got all my prompts in there. I think I got everything covered, guys. What do you think? Let me pull that up. How fun is that? All right. Typed. We've got something typed. My little quote there. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. And then this background paper of scrapbook paper is typed with a receipt. So we've got that covered. Furry. I've got the furry little dog. I've got the furry little kitty and the furry little teddy bear. Envelope. I handmade an envelope real quick. Tape. I've got washi tape in a few different places. And for forward, we've got time. We've got the fox ice skating. And we've got the child playing soccer. All right. Covered and done. Okay, hope you guys like that. Let's roll the dice and see what we get for next week. I love that. See, and it just makes you smile, you know? It just is so pleasing and so peaceful and so fun. Yeah, I like it. Okay, guys, I hope you guys like that. Let's roll the dice. Okay, there it is. I do not look, I shake, and I randomly pull from these prompts, okay? Whatever number this lands on, guys. Here we go. 2. Now, when the number is limited, sometimes you have to get creative and bring in other elements to fill your page, depending on how big of a substrate and, you know, piece of real estate you're working with. You know, I've just got a little 5x7, so it's not too bad. But if you're working on a bigger page, you definitely have to get some bigger images or bring in more items. It's completely up to you. All right, let's pull 2. See what we get. 1. I'm not looking. 2. All right, what do we got? Drops. Drops. I don't know about that one. Oh, and a familiar moth. All right, we can do something with that. We'll have to do some thinking. But those are the prompts for next week. 2, drops and moth. And for this week, it was typed, furry, envelope, tape, and forward. All right, guys, well, that is what I've got for you today. I hope you guys like the make. Feel free to join in at any time. I would love to have you join. Use the hashtag 1-to-6pics challenge. As always, take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.